so incredibly pissed. 3 hours of time lapse, 3 hours of my time, and the app I use to record time lapses didn't work. Like, I don't know, this has happened twice now. I'm getting a new app for it, for my time lapses, but this is what I did in that 3 hours. Still thinking of like a name and backstory and what his name is and stuff like that. He does need a few touch-ups, like right there, and he needs to have some eyes. I'll do that before the convention. And so it's kind of a funny story because my first try was actually going to be blue, and I used my dad's shirt, and he let me, and I like glued this noodle, and I was like, this doesn't look like a dragon, and the head's too big for the body and stuff like that. So I resorted to foam, and that worked much better. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I might even, who knows. So I start working and everything, and I shape the body out of foam. Underneath here is all foam, and I was working in the house, and my dad was like, finally, like, you know how mom feels about you working in the house. So I was kicked out to the garage to work, where I found some leftover feathers, which I painted to kind of match this dark, bloody red right here. He's not as interactive or quite as movable as Glacius, which is my little white one, but he is something. Maybe I'll auction him off. I don't know. He's not the best one, but I'm sure some people like him, right? The wings are feathers stabbed into a piece of foam, and at first my idea was that my finger would go into the arm and make it move, but it didn't end up, so I ended up just gluing it on and leaving it like that. I don't think I'm going to use super glue much anymore, because it hardens the fabric. I mean, that's probably good for some cases, but with what I want to achieve, it's not. The mouth used to be able to open, but it's kind of glued closed now. I wasn't going to use it for opening much anyway, because it's very hard to open even before I did this, because the head's made out of the tops of the clipping hangers, the clip on the hanger. I added spikes like my white one has. Near the end, I kind of rushed, which I have a problem with. I'm not patient. I don't let paint dry, which is probably very bad. This is him. So, really wish I had that time lapse. But anyway, this is him. If you have any questions, you can comment below, like how I might have made something. The arms are just foam as well. And when I had the foam base underneath and it was attached to the head, to get this cloth on, I kind of draped it over it and first glued it to the head, and then just worked my way down, cutting where I needed to and such. It's very much guess and try technique when I do these. The Let's see, what was I gonna say? I knew I was gonna say something. This is kind of cute. Looks good on camera. Just holding him right here. That's cool. I can't remember what I was gonna say. The tail's stuffed. Probably need to fix up this area. Doesn't look very good, and he needs some eyes, which I'll do. He was based off of the guardian dragon from Flight Rising, but I kind of deviated from that with like the different wings, and pretty much all it's done is the face. I was gonna have the plating underneath, but I tried it. I cut out the pieces with milk carton. Tried it, but it would fall apart, mostly because I am not very patient. Anyway, this is him. I'm sure I'll find a name for him sometime, and I hope you like it and come back. So sorry about the time lapse.